Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys are all staying safe. And please see the mail that we have sent across. We are doing a vaccination drive. Please register yourself on that. Without any further ado, we have a very interesting panel today who are just going to take us through the journey. And over to you, Sanket, to take us ahead for the day.
Thanks, Trupti. Hello, fairpreneurs and hustlers. I'm Sanket S, core team lead of Thai Food Network and founder at Volume Up, a platform that generates incremental revenue for the spare capacity owners within the food and hospitality industry through a unique asset optimization model. So it's been really chaotic months for all of us, both personally and professionally. The hospitality and food industry have probably taken the hugest hit, along with travel, of course. Many of us foodpreneurs have lost physical touch with so many of our consumers who we had pampered for years. As they say, there's no point in crying over spilled milk. And we thought of doing an e-session which will probably help you reach your customers directly and digitally. This session will also inspire you to democratize the industry you are in. We thought no one better than the rockstar serial entrepreneur Shailaz Nag and the visionary mentor and VC Dr. Apurva to advise our community on this. So Shailaz, as you all know, is a well-known visionary entrepreneur. He was ex-MD and co-founder of PayU, which is currently valued at $3 billion. He was also one of the founding members of IBIBO Group. He comes with notable experience in the fintech industry. He's currently co-founding DotPay. Dr. Apurva, I don't think needs any introduction, but still, he's the co-founder of Venture Catalyst and Nine Unicorns and Thai Mumbai's esteemed board member. Under his leadership, Venture Catalyst has become world's third most active incubator and early stage investor. It has invested in 150 plus startups, built an ecosystem of 4,500 plus angel investors across 40 cities and 5 regions globally. Dr. Sharma has been mentoring and investing in startups since 2002 and has created more than 12 incubators in India. He has an eye for identifying unicorns at a very early stage. Some of his most notable investments include Oyo Rooms, Beardo, BharatPay, Innovate, Find, Super Daily, and 30 plus more multi-bagger exits. They say in the entrepreneurial industry, if you think you have a unicorn idea, it will be 90% perspiration and 10% being a part of Dr. Apurva's portfolio to actually become one. In 2017, 18, and 19, Dr. Sharma was ranked among the top 10 most active angel investors in India. And for his contribution to the startup ecosystem, he's received awards from the President of India, Mr. Narayan Murthy, and Mr. Ratan Tata. Without much ado, I'll hand over the floor to you two stalwarts, Dr. Apurva and Shailaz Nag. Over to you, Dr. Apurva.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Sanket, for such a warm introduction. Frankly, we are here to help startups. Today, the star is Shailaj. We are here to hear him. And without much delay, I would like to introduce him. I'm sure, you know, yeah, please mute others here. Yeah. Shailaj is there? So as you know that Shailaj has been, he's the co-founder of and CEO of DotPay. In the past, he has created companies like IBIBO, which later on launched PayU. PayU is a $3 billion company now, and now is again into entrepreneurial instinct, where he has raised significant capital recently. So we have some interesting thing to learn from him. Shailaj is there.
Shailaj is just joining back. His network was a problem. Till then, Dr. Apurva, I've already got requests for people asking how to get connected to your team.
No problem. We are very much active in social media. So in case somebody wants to connect with us, we are always available. And
Shailaj is back.
Yeah, Shailaj. So, today we have Shailaj with us. As I introduced you, he is a serial entrepreneur, and there is a lot of things to learn from him. So I will ask him some questions, probably, and then Sanket will also ask some basic question. So can I start, Sanket and Shalaj? Are you guys ready for the interaction? Okay, thank you.
Sure, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes.
So whenever I'm interacting with some entrepreneur, Shalaj, I always ask him, as an individual, have you ever thought, of starting a venture? Because you started sometime back in 2006, I believe, right? And that was the time, I think, not much entrepreneurial activities were, there. Today we have a lakh startup in India, but that time then even 10,000 startup was a very big number to be thought, right? So at that early age and early, curve of startup ecosystem in India, how come you thought of entering into entrepreneurship? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so thank you very much. It's an interesting question. But honestly, I was very lucky in my life. Luck has played a lot of big role in my life. I was working with Yahoo at 2006, and Ashish Kashyap was founding GoIbibo at that moment of time. And Naspers was entered into country with Ashish. And Ashish was looking for the people who has an entrepreneurial spirit with a high energy, right? And I was lucky enough to join in the first few members initial days, and got a chance to work with him. And that's where the luck part started. From there, the journey from GoIbibo to PayU to .pay begin. So it's all luck which is played me, and with luck you have to identify the opportunity also. So luck also not always plays the role with you if you don't find the opportunities. There was a time when I was joining Ashish and my wife was telling me leaving Yahoo and joining a startup, right? But I took that opportunity at that moment of time, moved from Bangalore to Delhi, and it paid off. So point I'm trying to drive you is that luck also plays to the people who has the try to grab the opportunities and try to find out the future for themselves. So I took that opportunity that time.
And this is a transition which happened from Yahoo to suddenly joining a startup. Did you had an early struggle in that role in Ibibo?
A lot. Ad network company, Ibibo ad network, and then finally we ventured into GoIbibo. In between, there was a traders also as a commerce company, right?
Correct.
So you can imagine from a local search company to a gaming company to a social networking company, finally become a travel company, right?
Right.
What I've seen with Ashish with there, and
correct.
That's where it clearly says you need to. And in fact, Ashish tutored it today also. If you can really see that, I like it. But fail, learn, then you see a success, a little bit success. Then you derive more product market fit on the top of it, and then you start scaling it up the business, right? So it's a continuous process of failing and learning, which is there in the startup world.
So right? That really perseverance, I will say, that really paid. Finally when GoIbibo become a travel company, and that really made a mark. That was I'll say, because that was a little time also was a little bit tumultuous, right? 2007-8 was a very crazy time in India. There was a large number of startups were crashing. I remember the time, although we are in idea state, most of the time we are lucky, but 2007-8 was crumbling time, that time. So, and you passed that, right? You passed that successfully. So,
I said three things: patience, right? Learning and failure, and learning and moving again ahead. Don't look back.
Don't look back. There decision to aage badhna hai.
Third, perseverance.
Kamal hai.
Right. So these are the three things which I learned there. In fact, same thing is happening in .pay in the last 15 months.
So how did this PayU idea, bringing PayU to India, came in your mind? Travel company, PayU, ये कहाँ से आ गया suddenly?
So सबसे पहले तो I want to clarify one stuff. PayU hasn't come to India. It is PayU is founded by us.
It was founded by you guys, and later on,
later on, it got combined with all the payments asset of Naspers, right?
Okay. Yes.
Completely born in India, built in India, scaled in India, everything is in India, right? So
Yes,
that's one
yes.
thing very clear in mind now.
And that was all both of you started, Nitin and you started,
Then
right?
I understand.
Okay.
Okay. So look, again, if you took a one opportunity in your life is IB work, the second opportunity also came to you, right?
Super.
Ashish came to me in 2011 January. That
Yes.
Naspers and asked Ashish wants to do payments in India, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're looking for people to join it. Would you like to
Okay.
take part?
Super.
And I was heading finance that time in IB work.
Finance at that time. Chartered accountant.
Yeah.
Heading finance. Super.
Ashish said this to me. I said, Ashish, give me a month's time. I'll come back. Ashish, take your time. I came back to him on February. I said that I'm going to take that part. Then the CFO of Naspers told me that finish this audit and then you go and start this company, this business, right? So 18th of, I still remember 18th of April 2011 is the actual founding of PayU started from my side. Has happened in September 2011. We launched the business. So again, it was an opportunity which came and knocking on the door. I took a month's time to take that decision because that was also a decision of moving away with the career building on the finance side and becoming CFO of a listed entity. Then you become a CEO of a company. That's the way it was moving towards, right? Which everybody loves in life.
Yes, yes, yes.
Every person loves यार मेरा career बढ़ रहा है मैं अब CFO बन जाऊंगा अब मैं CEO बन जाऊंगा retire हो जाऊंगा मेरे पास एक saving होगी and then you suddenly take a fund where you've never done payment in life. What is the digital payment?
Fintech at that time was something very new. I mean, fintech word been coined one of some.
And if
so the travel technology was hot, RateGain, all these new companies used to be there, And fintech was something else.
If I do the story, when I went to the bankers that I want to start the payments business, they said, "Are you going mad?" Right?
Super.
Every banker, from the top bankers from Citibank to SDFC to ICICI, Axis, everybody told us, "Are you going bonkers? There's no margin in this business. Why you want to get into this business?" And today, all of you know, payment is the most hottest sector in the country.
This today is the hottest sector.
Hottest
in
sector.
2011, when you were starting, everybody is discouraging you to start.
Everybody was, right? I still remember one of the top-notch fintech guy in this country. I went and met him in a hotel, and he told me, "Are you idiot? Why are you getting into this business?"
And then really, at that time, my situation also, because we also used to invest at that time. Fintech, okay, great. But what will happen, whether the people will accept it or not, I used to call my friends in SDFC, guys, aisa kuch aa raha hai. Is it something which you will try? So it's something interesting, but yeah, it's very, very early days. And
मैं आपको बताता हूँ, हम वहाँ से होटल से बाहर निकले और मैं और नितिन बात कर रहे थे, यार ये करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए। मैंने कहा ये तो कंपटीशन है, तो डिस्करेज करेगा करना है तो काम को perseverance. So again, the
perseverance. अपने आप में confidence.
Yeah, अपना confidence, because there's a market which is coming up, and as I said very clearly, it all came up. It came out.
Market evolves. Market evolves. The learning is that market evolves. Maybe the market is not there today, but in the future, and today you see, payment is the hottest space in the market.
Payment is the biggest, fintech is the hottest space in the country.
Correct.
It is the hottest
so
space.
Early believers, you guys were the early believers in that.
Yes.
And you could convince others also that yes, this, and because of you, I think this whole industry, suddenly, who is the PayPal of India or whatever I call guys, I met the founder actually, in fact, so this PayU came because I met even Nitin in 4-5 years back, so you guys created that whole. I think salute to you guys because you thought so early and you got so early bets on this. That's why this whole benefits of I'll say payment industry, and we are also beneficiary, one of the industry coming apart. So Bharat Pay actually. So so when you said, you already said the challenge was there. So when did it trickle? In PayU time. I'm sure there will be initial difficulties in raising capital also because Alangi, you had this NASPO backing on this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, but early external money आपने raise किया उसमें.
So if you think that it's easy to raise capital within Naspers also, it's not. It is much more difficult.
Is it
It is
so?
much more difficult.
Oh, then you should share some experience with us.
So look, in a venture capitalist world, you go out and raise funds by looking at your numbers, looking at your valuation, looking at future projections and everything, right? Right? And you can raise funds for 3 months, you can raise funds for 12 months, you can raise for 2 years, you can raise for 3 years, right? With Naspers, it is 1 year budgeting exercise and it's a working capital.
Balance sheet finance.
No, not balance sheet, but working capital funds, right?
Working capital.
Every time you go for next 3 months for the funding, every time you go for next 3 months for funding, right? So you are not sure whether you're going to get the next round of funding or not, right?
Then you are always in
Always in the fundraising part, right?
Delhi को खोदना 3 महीने
Yeah,
बाद.
no. If you think it is easy, no, it is not easy, right?
Can
But
understand.
considering that fact also, they are one of the most beautiful people in terms of focusing and giving support to an entrepreneur. So it is not कि 3 months जाके मेरे को पैसा मना कर देंगे, but they will ask you 20 questions. Let me tell you very clearly, very tough.
So other than money, how did they have supported you guys?
Oh, beautifully. So look, that's the beauty of Naspers. So Naspers gives you proper learning. So they have a proper learning courses, learning additions, which they keep on doing it. So they have their AI team, they have their own marketing team, they have their own mobile. Some mobile tech used to be the different sector altogether.
I used to be a second.
So different teams they have, you can go and ask them the learning courses, and they create that learning environment within that. So that's one. Second, look, mentally they also give you a lot of support. So like they'll talk to you, they will not tell you that dude, you will not achieve this number and you're going to get screwed, right? So they will come and tell you, okay, this is not the way it happened. Why don't you try this fashion?
Okay, so they're very constructive and
Very constructive
sort
in
of
terms of their meetings, constructive in terms of support, right? Third, the beauty of any entrepreneur who's come out of Naspers is very financial pro driven. And unlike other entrepreneurs which I've seen it, they say let's build a vanity metrics instead of building a financial metrics. They're focusing on building a right financial metrics with a long term view.
okay.
Right? So it is not that they don't have a long term view, they have very, very long term view, right? If you see their investment in Tencent, they did it at a very early stage and they had a long term view towards it, right? So they had a long term view in paying you also. Okay. So they fundamentally gives you right financial metrics with a long term view. Right?
Okay.
That's a
And they do their research on that. Okay. That's really so I think that's a very constructive help, to an entrepreneur. And especially आप तो 8 साल इसमें टिके रहे तो इनके साथ में
Naspers total 12 years.
12 साल और
2006 to 2019, so almost 13 years.
That means continuous performance. That's a great thing to sort of have it. And now when sort of after 12 saal, and I remember they acquired CitrusPay also in between. So same Indian market में PayUB और कुछ conflict नहीं होता था आपका?
Sorry?
They acquired CitrusPay also,
Yes,
other payment companies also.
Yes.
So सब coordination और वो सब में.
So look,
how was that experience?
Yeah, and it was a wonderful journey from there. So
okay.
PayU and Citrus came together in 2016, I suppose, 2015-16.
Yes.
Right. And then Amrish and Jiten joined us also as a part of our group that time.
Okay. Okay.
And I think day one we kicked off between three of us, between me, Jiten, and Amrish had a great rapport. And today also been one of the best. Three of us are very good friends, very close friends.
Great.
From there, if you really see the journey of a company, we combinedly were losing 200 crores a year in a year, right? And from there, within 2.5 years, we converted the company into become a 30 crores of profits.
30 crores. Oh.
Right. So that was a journey in itself.
So this coalition became very, very profitable solution.
Absolutely. And look, it is also not that you can say now it became profitable, but to make it a profitable, it was a mammoth task in itself.
Yes.
And it's a story in itself. It's a big story in itself that two entities coming together and having 200 crores of losses in a year and combining and now becoming 30 crores of profits. And within a short span of 2.5 years, right?
Yes.
and that was a journey in itself.
Wonderful. I think most cases it is otherwise, but coming together, gelling well, and making it a profitable company from the losses, commendable, I'd say, commendable, and lot to learn from. We can have a separate session with you on what was your dad journey, because something a lot to learn for entrepreneurs too on that side, but not today. So great. So coming back, you after 12 years, but I'm sure entrepreneurship का कीड़ा लग गया है, तो अब कुछ तो नया सोचना है, तो dot पे आ गया. So, but you raised significant capital, and within, in fact, some of my investors were telling, yeah, guys, you never noticed this. Such a fast moving company, 8 million first round and 27 now. What are you guys? What is the secret sauce? What are you building there so that our fellow entrepreneurs can learn something? यार एक साल में इतना पैसा कैसे raise करना है?
So सबसे पहले,
of course, your credibility, your past track record, all these things, which is unmatched. But still, some कुछ तो tips दो यार, मतलब इन बच्चों को. Last time you were raising, तो आप कंपनी बनाने पे focus करो.
Yes.
That's a great, very good learn.
And trust me, folks. जब प्रॉफिट आता है ना कंपनी के अंदर, उसका मजा ज्यादा अच्छा है वैल्यूएशन से.
कई मजा है बॉस, कई मजा है. आपने तो प्रॉफिट देखा हुआ है यार. इंडिया में स्टार्टअप्स में अगर किसी ने प्रॉफिट देख लिया,
yes,
तो अपने आप में ही यार, मतलब बॉस ज्यादातर ब्लीडिंग कंपनीज हैं, मतलब
उसके पैसे के मजे ही कुछ और है. मतलब
पैसे के मजे.
अगर आपने 3 साल से कैश फ्लो पॉजिटिव हो या 2 साल से 1 साल से कैश फ्लो पॉजिटिव हो, उसका मजा ही कुछ है. मतलब प्रॉफिट छोड़ो, कैश फ्लो पॉजिटिव भी अगर आप हो जाते हो, that's a wonderful thing to happen. You're not raising,
wonderful,
right?
Sahi baat. It gives you a totally different confidence.
Yeah. So that's one thing which I want to clear is that raising fund is not the success story of a founder or a failure of a founder, right? The important thing is why DotPay and where the DotPay came in. I was 40, right? And you can see a gray hairs coming up, and daughter is growing up. So there was a question in the mind where me and wife were thinking for 6 months. At this age, you achieved something, you have money in life. Why do you want to go and start again and from the
Same baat.
So, but as doctor said very rightly, Kida. But I'll tell you very clearly, but the thought process which combine club together is not everybody in this country or in this world has been God gifted to get a chance in life, an opportunity in life.
Sahi baat. That is also true.
And if God has been build you like this, that He's giving you opportunity, at the same time He's giving you support with the money and He's giving you support with the people like you and founders, friends, and everybody, then you are bound to do something for the world, something for the family, or something for the people, right?
Correct.
Right. So, and if you're not doing this, then you're wasting the opportunity which God has provided or people is providing to you, right?
Sahi baat.
So, and that's the reason we thought of why not we do it. So that's one thing, right? Second stuff, I was sitting with one of my friends while during my neighbors, my next door neighbors, and they called me for a coffee during the first lockdown in the evening. बोले कहाँ जाएंगे अब एक दूसरे के साथ कॉफी पी लेते. We were sitting and we were discussing. I was telling him also and his wife also. चेंज करना ना, हमको ही चेंज करना. हम ही वो 1% पॉपुलेशन है, 1.5% पॉपुलेशन है जो कि इस हिंदुस्तान की कोविड से बाहर निकाल सकते हैं. 99% तो हमारी सपोर्ट की जरूरत है.
Exactly.
राइट. तो हम ही है जो चेंज कर सकते हैं, बाकी कोई, मतलब वी हैव टू ड्राइव दैट चेंज.
इंडिया में पॉजिटिव न्यूज़ केवल स्टार्टअप की आ रही है सर.
So point which I am giving again coming into that, if God has been providing you that opportunity, you should go for it. That's one thing.
Correct.
Now why DotPay? I'll tell you another subject. Why DotPay came into mind.
हाँ. और DotPay नाम भी बहुत अच्छा है आपका. इस पे भी कुछ बताइएगा.
इसका स्टोरी बहुत. So I was sitting with my daughter and she was 13 that time when DotPay idea came into her mind, and she was showing me on her laptop stuff, and मैं उसको बता रहा था, बड़ी हो चुकी थी. I was telling her कि पेमेंट आप बोलते डैड करते क्या हो आप, कि पेमेंट क्या होता है. ठीक है. तो मैं उसको बता रहा था, देखो पेमेंट ऐसे होती है, ऐसे पे, देखो आप अमेज़न पे जाओगे पेमेंट करोगे, आपको पेयू दिख नहीं रहा लेकिन पीछे से पेमेंट निकल गई है. फ्लिपकार्ट पे देखो निकले. डैड क्या, मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ. she took me a video where you can order through a voice on a parking lot on a McDonald's in US.
कमाल है.
Okay. बोले ये देखो ये होता है, ये देखो ऐसे हो रहा है ऑर्डर.
ये
राइट. दुनिया कहाँ जा रही है, आप कैसी बातें कर रहे हो. तो वहां से थोड़ा समझ में आने लगा कि यार देखो
अभी बहुत कुछ करना है,
बहुत कुछ करना है. राइट.
सीधी
तो
बात.
फिर वहां से आइडिया फिर अगेन वी ड्राइव स्टार्ट ड्राइव. नाउ थर्ड थिंग व्हिच केम इनटू द माइंड इज, देखो वेरी क्लियरली, इज consumers had moved to smartphones. Right. And these offline merchants, they don't even know the customer journey at all. So Apurv or Sanket must have come to 10 times to McDonald's. McDonald's didn't even know them. Or they must have gone to that Ready Wala 5 times. They don't even know it. But Amazon, Flipkart knows them really, really well. But why is it so? Right?
सही बात है.
Why this is so?
Why? सही बात है. That's a big question.
Why not his Apurv like this chola bhatura every weekend or every alternate weekend he goes and eat the chola
गुप्ता जी के दही बड़े.
Right. Or yes. or Apurv goes to same clothes store every time and buy it off.
Correct.
Right? But he doesn't know him. Maybe
That's
knows
right.
him face to face, but he doesn't know beyond that. Right? But that's the stuff. So फिर हमने सोचा कि why can't we build it something, a digital infrastructure, commerce infrastructure for these merchants, so that they know, understand the customer, they can engage the customer betterly, and they can use this payment mechanism also to take the order. So it's a complete commerce infrastructure which we are building on it right now for offline merchants.
Super.
That's the whole thing which came into our mind, and then we started working on it. The fourth stuff is, यार डिस्कवरी. आज मैं अपूर्व से पूछता हूँ, संकेत से पूछता हूँ, सर आप कौन सा सबसे ज्यादा डिस्कवरी? गूगल इज द बिगेस्ट डिस्कवरी प्लेटफॉर्म.
That's correct.
Right. And it's an open platform. So why can't we use Google, Facebook, Instagram for a discovery purpose?
Correct.
Right. Why can't we use PhonePe, Google Pay, Paytm for the discovery purposes? All the consumer franchises can become a discovery platform for you, right?
सही बात है.
Why can't we depend on one? All consumer franchises can become a platform for you. Second, engagement. सबसे ज्यादा आप अभी बैठे बैठे भी सुन रहे होंगे तो भी आप हर मिनट के अंदर WhatsApp यूज कर रहे होंगे आप.
सही बात है.
WhatsApp can be the second biggest engagement platform for you, or an email or an SMS, right?
बिल्कुल सही बात है.
Delivery is a solved problem. There are multiple delivery players in this country. Even all the e-commerce companies is the third party delivery problem. Fourth, analytics नहीं पता आपको. Payments is a solved problem in this country.
Correct.
मतलब हम तो पेमेंट से बहुत ही आगे हैं.
बहुत आगे.
We are the highest. अगर ये मैं सबको स्टिच करके एक कॉमर्स इकोसिस्टम एक मर्चेंट को दे दूं,
करेक्ट,
जिसकी जर्नी वो स्टोर से स्टार्ट हो, वहां से व्हाट्सएप से डिलीवरी के कन्वर्ट हो, डिस्कवरी गूगल पे हो जाए, एंगेजमेंट व्हाट्सएप पे हो जाए या ईमेल पे हो जाए, राइट, और डिलीवरी का इकोसिस्टम सारा प्रॉपर इकोसिस्टम में उसको बना के दे दूं,
वेरी डिस्ट्रक्टिव,
then he becomes a powerful one. So we are a commerce infrastructure for this, and that's where we came in, and you would be surprised today 5 million merchants use us in the country.
Super, very disruptive, because it is as disruptive as 4 or 5 years back when Ambani would have thought of bringing, high-speed internet.
Kid who used to come for a chola bhatura, and if you had a note Shalazna who's come for your burger, you would have reached out to him. Sanket reached out to him, but what you did is basically you never knew your customer base, right?
Absolutely.
In fact, he's also, if you ask me today, in a lockdown, I am also craving for that chola bhatura to come to my home, right?
जी.
I also want to talk to you, sir. कैसे हो आप? अच्छा chola bhatura में 10 साल से आपका chola bhatura कर रहा हूँ, कैसे हो? आपसे बात ही नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ या कुछ नहीं, राइट? बट आपने कोई मैकेनिज्म ही नहीं बनाया कि अपने कस्टमर के साथ एंगेजमेंट कैसे किया जाए, कस्टमर को टच बेस कैसे किया जाए। तो आप ही तकलीफ में, आप ही की वजह से और किसी और की वजह से नहीं, राइट? तो सबसे पहले हमने क्या कर रखा है कि हमने प्री कोविड, हमने कोविड से पहले लेके आया था, बाय द वे दिस इज नॉट द आइडिया व्हिच केम इनटू कोविड। आप क्यूआरस लगाओ अपने टेबल्स के ऊपर, राइट? क्योंकि आप तो हर हमसे आप स्टोर करोगे नहीं, आपके वेटर्स रहेंगे, आपके मैनेजर्स रहेंगे। क्यूआर लगाओ, कैमरे फैन से क्यूआर स्टार्ट करो, राइट? उस पर आपका कैटलॉग भी हमने पूरा डिजिटाइज किया हुआ है और वर्ल्ड क्लास कैटलॉग बनाया, उसमें सोशल एंगल्स भी लगाए हैं, राइट? कि आपका फूड कौन सा अच्छा लग रहा है, कौन सा खराब लग रहा है, क्या, और सारे सोशल एंगल्स लगाए हैं, राइट? उसको और अच्छे फोटोज वीडियो जो लगाने आप लगाओ, ऑफर्स जो चलाने वो सब लगा सकते हो. इट्स नॉट अ नॉर्मल कैटलॉग, इट हैज कंप्लीट, इट हैज offers which we provide from the bank. It has social angle to it. It has a cross-selling opportunity. It has an upselling opportunity. Photo. So you can digitize your catalog and then you can cross-sell there, right? कि आपने सर लस्सी पी रहे हो या बर्गर ले रहे हो, फ्रेंच फ्राई ले लो, whatever. You don't need to ask waiter to give it to you. You can do cross-selling then and there. Physical menu में क्या से बताओगे आप? उसके बाद अपना पेमेंट करो और फिर आप व्हाट्सएप करो. व्हाट्सएप पे अगर आप उसको ऑर्डर पे रिसिप्ट ले लो, राइट? What has happened there? You know the customer mobile number, you know what customer is eating, what is coming and ordering it again and again. That is also you now know, right? And then you can start engaging the customer now in mobile number that sir, अब आपको 10% ऑफ है, आप यहीं से ऑर्डर डिलीवरी करना. फिर जो डिलीवरी का इकोसिस्टम है वो भी हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. तो सबसे पहले तो हम कस्टमर को बोल रहे हैं कि आपके जो स्टोर में है उसको कन्वर्ट करना चालू करो. एक चीज वो लेके आए थे, राइट? अब दूसरी चीज हमने क्या किया कि सेम लिंक को आप अपने फेसबुक पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे, गूगल पे सब जगह लगा एंड स्टार्ट प्रमोटिंग इट के साथ करो हमारे, राइट? तीसरी चीज, अगर आपके पास कस्टमर का मोबाइल नंबर है या कुछ है तो वी आर गिविंग यू SMS WhatsApp प्रमोशन एंगल्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. यू कैन प्रमोट इट टू कस्टमर्स वेरी क्लियरली, राइट? कि आपके कस्टमर आपको डिलीवरी ऑर्डर कर सके. एंड आप लोग सरप्राइज हो जाओगे, हमने 1.5 मिलियन ऑर्डर किए थे मार्च के अंदर रेस्टोरेंट F&B.
Wow.
So restaurants are using it. Restaurants are using it. The people who know how to use it, they are using it beautifully. ये तो अप्रैल में होंगे, नहीं तो अप्रैल में 2 मिलियन ऑर्डर पहुंचा था, राइट? आज भी लॉकडाउन होने के बावजूद हम 50,000 ऑर्डर डिलीवरी ऑर्डर करते थे.
Wow.
मतलब अभी पहुंचे हम 2-4 दिन से. पहले हमारे बीच में हमारे भी अपने बहुत कम हो गए थे, राइट? But what I'm trying to tell you, we are giving you power to you.
For sure.
Right? Start understanding your customer and start engaging your customer much better.
जी.
So that's one of the products.
Definitely. I think जो आपने like you rightly pointed out कि I think हमारा जो रेस्टोरेंट इंडस्ट्री है वो मेंढक की तरह हो गया है, जिसको वो धीरे धीरे शायद एग्रीगेटर्स ने वो पानी धीरे धीरे गर्म करके कंफर्टेबल कर दिया है. So, we want to save commissions and we don't want to even take efforts to kind of promote order direct or whatever. So, I mean, what, according to you, I mean, what special efforts will the industry and DocPay have to take together to, kind of make like a considerable amount of transition? What do you feel is the effort that you expect the restaurant industry to also take along with you? So, while you've come up with such a amazing product, what should the restaurant industry also do to kind of make this transition in the customer mindset, from the customer perspective?
मैं आपको इतना बता सकता हूँ
जी.
सो 2-4 स्टैट्स देता हूँ मैं आपको. कस्टमर जो है ना, डिलीवरी जब घर से ऑर्डर करता है ना, उसकी डिस्कवरी बहुत कम होती है. He don't discover. He has his own favorite restaurant. So like if I'm sitting in Jaipur today right now, Sodani Sweets are the sweets from which I order my sweets. Right? That's my pet shop. I'm not going to change it. Right? If I have to order Chinese, I go and order from Holiday Inn. That's my. तो अगर आप शुरू से कस्टमर को रीच आउट करो कि सर मेरा खाना पसंद है, आप ऑर्डर करो, आप मेरे को डायरेक्टली ऑर्डर करो, आपको खुद को बोलना पड़ेगा. It is like Shahrukh Khan who's keep on talking since beginning, I'm the best, in spite of having Amitabh Bachchan. Right? So I'm saying it very categorically. You need to talk about that. Please order it directly. If you don't talk about it, please order directly. It is your problem. Right? That's one. And by the way, we are coming with these cutouts with danglers to help you out. We are coming with this whole script, how to do that script for your people in through messengers and through messages and everything. We are coming out with that, which will help you. Okay, that's one thing which you need to do, right? Second stuff which you need to do it very clearly is if somebody is coming to your restaurant and ordering it to you, आप बहुत अच्छे से ग्रीट करते हो ना उसको जब वो रेस्टोरेंट में आता है, या आप उसको कितना प्यार से रखते हो, उसको डिजिटली भी आप उतना प्यार से रखते हो, राइट? उसको भी हमने आपको हमारा बैकएंड दे रखा है, इकोसिस्टम दे रखा है, आप उससे कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हो, सब कुछ कर सकते हो. So try and make him feel, because now the millennials, the young guys doesn't talk much, they talk more on phone.
Correct.
Right? So start the way you treat your customer when it comes to your store, start treating your customer digitally also. That is very, very important to me. आप खुद देख लेना आपकी फैमिली में या whether आप you talk more on WhatsApp nowadays is talking over a phone.
For sure, for sure.
Right. So why don't we do the same with the customer?
जी.
It's a change in the mindset of you, not in the change in the mindset of consumer. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Consumer वैसे ही आपका खाना पसंद कर रहा है. Right. तीसरी चीज अगर आप देखोगे, जो कस्टमर आपके रेस्टोरेंट में पहले आता था वही जाके आपकी दूसरी जगह से जाके ऑर्डर करता था. खाना तो उसने आपको पसंद किया है.
जी जी.
ऑर्डर कहीं और से कर रहा है, खाना तो आपका पसंद किया है. डोंट फॉरगेट दैट. खाना हॉस्पिटैलिटी वो आपकी पसंद कर रहा है, ना कि किसी और की पसंद कर रहा है. राइट. So very clearly what I'm trying to tell you is it is your mindset which needs to be changed and not the consumer mindset. Consumer mindset will automatically change if you start changing your mindset. You need to start and put the cutoff in your restaurant very clearly, order directly. Or I'm available on Facebook, Instagram, Google Maps, Google Pay, Google stuff, or this is my number. Start giving digital bill, asking them, promoting a digital bill, send it to me, order directly, right? Give them discount on an order. You know, it is on you to do it, and it hardly takes time. It takes 15-20 days of 3-day time in the initial days. It's a challenge, which we also ready to provide you training. But was that it's a part of your life?
Absolutely.
It becomes a part of your life. So it is on you who needs to change.
No, very interesting food for thought. Very interesting. I mean, it's the restaurateurs who need to change, not the customers. Very, very well said. So, Shaila's, I think it'll be great for us entrepreneurs to hear from you. On some tips on building a team and raising funds. You gave some really interesting tips in the initial first half of the webinar. I think these 2 points, if you could elaborate on.
So, raising funds and what is the second stuff? Sorry.
Building a team.
Building a team. Okay. So before building a team, I'll tell you another stuff. When I think of team, how I think about it. So I don't see competition as competition. Okay. I see competition lies within us. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Our country's GDP per capita is so low that it will go up now. It is not going to go down. Right. So if it is going to go up, the opportunities in this country is much bigger than any other country has. Okay. So if you are talking about that competition will kill you or competition will take away your market shares and everything, it is your problem. The reason being you're not able to deliver the product it is demanded in the market. So why you're not able to deliver in the market? Because your team is not right or your vision is not right. These are the things possible. So let me just summarize it for you. Opportunity is there. It is not the competition is eating your opportunity. It is about your product. And your team not building a product is taking away the market, not taking the market. That's fundamental. So you need to build a team which understands your vision and work with your vision to deliver a product which is wanted in the market. That's one. Now, how do you build a team? Right? Look, building a team is as simple as it is. You hire the most smartest people than you. They should be much, much more smarter than you. Okay. Especially your front line has to be much more smarter than you. That is given. And that everybody says it. But what does it mean? Let's understand it very carefully. You must have heard it that everybody comes in and you should hire a smarter people than you. But what does it mean? It means that like Shalaz Nag, who may be very good in the finance sectors, you don't need a finance strong guy. What do you need? You are bad in marketing. So you need a much smarter than guy what you think about the marketing than you. If you are average in sales, you need a much more smarter guys who can build a sales.
Absolutely.
Right. What I'm trying to do, building a team means you need to get a smarter people who than you, but in the field which you are bad. Second stuff. Third. Always keep in mind that the most important part of your business should be kept with you. And you should manage it out on a day-to-day basis.
Sure.
Okay, that's that. Now comes the question, how do you get this team? That's your question, right, Sanket? Okay.
Right.
Simple, boss. Network karo. बातें करो लोगों से, राइट? ये लिंक्डइन करो, लिंक्डइन पे लोगों को रीच आउट करो, कोल्ड कॉलिंग करो, राइट? That's the best way to do it. I don't think placement consultants will help you. Okay,
Sure.
neither friends and family will help you. It is your cold calling, your reaching out people, your conversing people, your selling pitch that matters a lot. So if you want to build a team, the best important thing, you should be a good storyteller. And the most important thing, if you are a good storyteller and you're obsessed about your own vision, they will buy it. And now I'll tell you how. If you are a storyteller, great storyteller, then you will be able to tell your vision with a very, very crisp and clear manner. And second stuff, if you're obsessed, they will see a super obsessed guy that this guy is very clear that he wants to achieve it. They will join you because they start believing in you. Right? People join
Makes
people
absolute sense.
who believes in each other. That's it.
Brilliant stuff. Yeah. So, Shiraz, I think with you being there, I'm very tempted to ask you this question since you kind of, brought fintech to India, so to say. So I think, I believe what demonetization could not do, COVID has probably done to India and digitizing India. So what do you think is the future of especially these neobanks and cryptocurrency in India?
Look, I see everything has a bright future. Okay. And I'll tell you the reasons behind it. Who has the most youngest population in the country, in the world? Which country has the most youngest population? India. जिसकी youngest population होती है, उसके growth prospects भी ज़्यादा अच्छे होते हैं.
For sure.
Right? ठीक है. तो जो अब तक जो चलते आ रहा है वो चलेगा नहीं क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन चेंज हो चुकी है, यंग पॉपुलेशन है, राइट? उनकी नीड अलग है, उनकी वे ऑफ लुकिंग लाइफ इज डिफरेंट, सो एवरीथिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड इन अ न्यू एज, इन अ न्यू वेज. So I see neobank has a future because these millennials, these generation Z, it is 475 or 478 million generation Z people, they need new ways of doing banking. That is very, very clear, right? So I fundamentally believe they have future. Very clearly, crypto, I think today or tomorrow it will be regulated and it will be in the country. So I don't see any challenges with that. It's a matter of time. Okay, because देखो यार, आप खुद ने देखा, बार्टर सिस्टम से हम कैश सिस्टम पे आ गए, टू यूपीआई पेमेंट्स पे आ गए, तो ये क्रिप्टो भी आ जाएगा
जी.
लाइफ हैज चेंज्ड, right? It's just that it's going to get regulated in a different fashion. Because that regulator doesn't know how to regulate it properly. They will keep on changing the stuff, but it will get regulated and it will become mainstream in the later stage.
No, for sure. They can't obstruct it for long. They'll eventually have to kind of accept it. So before I take audience Q&A, your closing comments for the entrepreneurial ecosystem?
I heard somebody saying, and I fundamentally started believing in that, don't be passionate, be obsessed. Okay. There's a difference between passion and obsession. Passion means you like something a lot and then you start bidding on it and then you do it for 2-3 hours in a day. Like a sports, it's a passion to play tennis or a passion to play cricket. You do 2 hours in a day, in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. That's your passion. But obsession is a thing which you do 24/7. Think about it 24/7. That's called obsession. So do an entrepreneurship if you're obsessed about it. Do the thing which you're obsessed about it. Don't try to do things which you're not obsessed about it, very clearly. And passion is just for a few hours. Do it if you're obsessed about it. Like, if you love giving food, a great food to the people, do that. Money will follow you, right? Don't go after money. Do things which you're obsessed with. That is very, very clear.
Super. So, Shiraz, I'll take a few questions from the audience. Sure. So, there's a question from Ved on how do you see the digital penetration in tier 2 and tier 3 towns in India, considering the connectivity and power issues there?
I think this is the fastest growing areas in the country. All growth in digital in India is coming through tier 2, tier 3 cities now. And if you're talking about connectivity issues, I think the Jio's platform is the maximum usage in tier 2, tier 3 cities are tier 1. So I don't see where we are talking about the connectivity issues now.
Absolutely. I was just taking audience Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another question by an audience is, what are the different ways of DotPay acquiring customers? I think you've pretty much answered that actually.
Acquiring merchants.
I'm not sure what he meant by customers. I'm assuming it must be on the both sides, merchants and customers.
So merchants, we
And
have
consumers, yes.
in merchant side we have different teams. We have almost 50 people team on the street right now, 50 to 60 people looking at merchants, and then we are hiring our inbound team of almost 2,000 to 3,000 people. We are almost there 50 people now. We're going to have 2,000, 3,000 people on inbound who's going to do that. Third, we are building a partnership system also for developers and other places to acquire merchants very clearly. And fourth stuff, look guys, we are very open if somebody reaches us to us directly inbound. We would love to host you guys, manage you, help you guys, and work with you guys definitely. Now it comes to end consumer. Look, I said very clearly, end consumer is yours. Consumer doesn't belong to me. Consumer belongs to you, right? So it is up to you who decide how to get this consumer, but I can help you out in getting the consumer. So to give you perspective, we have tied up with PhonePe, Google Pay, Paytm, and you will see soon we are tying with other consumer franchises also to reach your base to these consumer franchises very categorically. Secondly, we help you out in reaching out on Facebook, Googles, and Instagrams. We reach out to our team. They'll help you on in getting it going. Today, our 14 to 15% of our order comes from social media.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Look, guys, that's what I'm telling you. It's a journey of 6 to 9. For a restaurant, it's a journey of 1 month. For an industry, it's a journey of a year. That's it. It is up to you who has to decide to move things.
No, makes sense for sure. So I'll take this final question from Samir. So his question is, what is the secret sauce to fundraising?
I don't like talking about this fundraising part of the touring story because it's not a look, I tell you, success never defines from the money.
Sure.
Money doesn't define a success in life. Let me tell you very clearly. Okay. So I don't consider there's a secret sauce to it, but very clearly a clear vision, a great team, and great customer base help you in raising funds much more faster than anybody else. Any simple as it. It is not you.
Sure.
It is your team, your product, your customers, which makes it happen. Nothing else.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think Shailas, you've been amazing today. You are an inspiration to the whole entrepreneurial ecosystem. Keep inspiring us. And I mean, I think talking on behalf of the food industry, our hopes are pinned on your company. We are hoping that you will make us all cash flow positive. With this, I'll leave the floor to Trupti and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Sanket, for getting me here.
Thank you so much for taking our time, Shailas. And Apurva, I think, has just left for a meeting. But I'll leave the floor to Trupti and Naveen.
Thank you so much, Shailas. I think it's wonderful. I can already see quotes from the chat and your inspirational quotes that would be going out on my social media tomorrow and tagging you everywhere.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shailas. And really looking forward to it. And I just have a request. I have received a lot of people asking a connection request with you in terms of your team. So if you could just drop me on the WhatsApp, that would be wonderful.
Just write me on shalaz@dotpay.in. I'll connect them.
Perfect. Thanks.
Can you just drop the email? My email is slightly difficult, so can you just?
I will send it as a part of my thank you email by the evening, so everyone will have it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Shailas.
Thank you.
Bye, Shailas.